Before you spend another old nickel, you need to hear this. Do not spend them. These 3 Jefferson War Nickel are worth over $380,000 right now. Somebody is accidentally handing away a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars without even realizing it. Welcome to Wheat Pennies in Circulation, where we uncover hidden treasure coins most people overlook every single day. These Jefferson War Nickels are not normal pocket change. They are wartime hidden fortunes collectors quietly fight over in auctions. Some have dark antique surfaces, rare mint marks, and mysterious details that make them worth serious money. Check your change carefully, because one tiny coin could secretly turn into the biggest financial surprise of your life. Coin number 1. The first coin is the legendary 1942 P Jefferson War Nickel, and this coin completely changed American coin history forever. At first glance, it looks old, dark, maybe even ordinary, but collectors instantly recognize the massive wartime importance hidden inside this tiny 5-cent coin. Back in 1942, the United States was under enormous pressure because World War had completely transformed the American economy. Factories were operating non-stop, military production was exploding, and strategic metals became critically important for survival. Nickel metal was urgently needed for military equipment, weapons, aircraft parts, and battlefield supplies. Because of that crisis, the United States Mint made a historic emergency decision that shocked American coinage forever. Instead of producing regular nickels, the Mint created a completely different wartime composition using 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese. Yes, this little coin actually contains real silver, and that single fact alone changed everything. The silver content caused these nickels to age differently over the decades, creating dark gray surfaces, black antique toning, smoky textures, and mysterious edge coloration that collectors obsess over today. This particular 1942p example carries a haunting dark gray-black antique look around the edges, while the central areas remain softer gray on both the obverse and reverse side. That appearance gives the coin an almost ghost-like wartime personality, exactly the kind of originality advanced collectors desperately search for. The front of the coin features Thomas Jefferson facing left beside the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 1942, designed by Felix Schlag. The portrait becomes even more dramatic when original wartime toning surrounds Jefferson's face naturally. On the reverse side stands Monticello, Jefferson's famous estate, but above it sits the famous giant P mint mark. That single letter changed American coin history because Philadelphia coins normally carried no mint mark before wartime production began. Collectors immediately recognize that oversized P as the signal of a genuine wartime silver nickel. This detail changes everything. The coin weighs exactly 5 grams, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and carries a thickness of approximately 1.95 millimeters. In the hand, it feels older, heavier emotionally, and more important than modern nickels. And because millions circulated heavily during wartime America, surviving original examples became increasingly difficult to locate. Families spent these coins daily during years filled with uncertainty, fear, rationing, and economic stress. Many were damaged, polished, cleaned, or lost forever. That is why collectors today become obsessed with originality. Never clean this coin. The moment somebody scrubs away natural wartime toning, collector value can collapse instantly. Advanced buyers want untouched surfaces, honest wear, and authentic antique appearance. They inspect these coins carefully under magnification, searching for signs of cleaning, artificial toning, or surface damage. Originality means everything in the rare coin world, especially for wartime nickels. And this is where the market becomes shocking. Quietly, behind the scenes, collectors continue fighting aggressively for authentic 1942p Warr nickels with strong originality and attractive antique surfaces. Auction bidding sometimes begins slowly, almost cautiously, until one determined buyer suddenly pushes the price upward. Another collector refuses backing down. Then another joins the battle. Prices explode because experienced buyers understand the truth. Untouched wartime nickels are disappearing rapidly. This fine condition, 1942p Jefferson War nickel, reached a staggering market value, around $340,450 in today's rare coin market. Think about that. A coin most people would spend, without hesitation, could secretly represent life-changing wealth. And somehow, the next coin becomes even more mysterious. Next up, the 1943 S Jefferson War Nickel is one of the most haunting and visually unforgettable coins in the wartime nickel series. During 1943, America remained fully locked inside the chaos of World War II. Military factories operated day and night. Families faced pressure and uncertainty. Strategic metals remained essential for the war effort, forcing the mint to continue producing silver, wartime nickels. But something about the 1943S feels different to collectors. It carries a darker emotional atmosphere, almost like the coin absorbed the tension of wartime America itself. This particular example features a deep gray appearance, with strange green layered toning forming naturally on the reverse side. Most ordinary people would ignore that appearance completely, but experienced collectors instantly recognize the signs of originality and long-term survival. Those green layers form slowly over decades through natural metal reaction. Because the coin contains silver, copper, and manganese, the surfaces age in unusual ways depending on humidity, storage, circulation, and environmental exposure. And collectors absolutely love that. The obverse side again features Jefferson's portrait beside Liberty and In God We Trust, while the reverse side displays Monticello with the oversized S mint mark above the building. That large S instantly identifies the coin as a San Francisco wartime silver issue. In very fine condition, this coin still carries strong detail throughout Jefferson's hair and facial structure, while Monticello remains sharp and well-defined. But the real obsession comes from those green reverse layers. Collectors understand that no two naturally toned coins ever age exactly the same way. Every original wartime nickel develops its own personality over time. Some remain silver gray, while others turn darker black or smoky charcoal. A few develop green oxidation patterns like this example, creating a completely unique fingerprint impossible to duplicate perfectly. That originality creates emotional demand, because serious collectors know they may never encounter another example with the exact same appearance again. This coin also weighs 5 grams, measures 21.2 millimeters wide, and carries the standard 1.95 millimeter thickness, yet emotionally it feels far more important than its physical size suggests. These wartime nickels traveled through American stores, military towns, train stations, and family homes during one of the most difficult eras in modern history. Millions circulated hard. Many disappeared forever. Others were ruined through cleaning or polishing. That shrinking supply is exactly why collector pressure keeps increasing. And once again, the warning matters. Do not clean this coin. Collectors paying serious money want untouched surfaces and authentic aging patterns. Cleaning removes history. It destroys originality. It erases the very thing advanced buyers are fighting to preserve. Professional grading becomes critical because certification confirms authenticity, protects market confidence, and validates original wartime surfaces. And the market value attached to this hidden treasure is almost unbelievable. This 1,943 S Jefferson War Nickel with grey surfaces and green reverse layering reached an astonishing value around $280,000 in today's market. That is serious money attached to a forgotten 5-cent coin many people would never look at twice. This is hidden wealth hiding in plain sight. But now comes the final coin. And this one feels even more dangerous to ignore. Next up, the 1,944 P Jefferson War Nickel carries one of the most powerful antique appearances in the entire wartime nickel series. By 1944, the United States was still deep inside wartime production. The economy remained under pressure, metal supplies stayed critical, and the mint continued striking silver alloy nickels for circulation across America. This particular extra-fine example features dark, grey-black antique toning around the edges, softer grey central fields, and mysterious green spotting on the reverse side. Collectors become obsessed with coins like this. Why? Because those surfaces look completely original. The dark edges formed naturally through decades of aging, while the green spots developed slowly through long-term environmental reaction. Instead of seeing damage, experienced buyers see untouched authenticity and historical survival. Every surface pattern becomes part of the coin's identity. The front of the coin again features Jefferson facing left, with sharp, extra-fine details remaining visible throughout the hair and facial contours. On the reverse side stands Monticello beneath the famous oversized P mint mark that identifies the wartime silver alloy composition. Collectors study these reverse surfaces intensely, especially around the steps and building details, because stronger preservation dramatically increases desirability. And then come the green spots. Those unusual reverse side oxidation marks give the coin an almost ancient personality. No two coins develop the same pattern naturally, which makes visually distinctive examples even more attractive in the collector market. Some buyers spend years searching for war nickels carrying this exact type of antique character because originality has become one of the strongest forces driving auction demand today. The physical specifications remain identical: 5 grams in weight, 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and approximately 1.95 millimeters thick. Yet emotionally, this coin feels like a hidden artifact from wartime America, carrying a secret fortune nobody noticed for decades. And once again, survival matters enormously. These nickels circulated during years filled with sacrifice, uncertainty, and economic pressure. Millions became worn smooth or disappeared forever. Others were cleaned, dipped, damaged, or melted over time. Every untouched extra-fine example surviving today becomes more valuable because collector demand keeps rising while authentic supply keeps shrinking. That pressure creates chaos at auction. Sometimes bidding begins quietly. Then, one determined collector jumps aggressively into the fight. Another refuses surrendering. Prices climb rapidly because serious buyers understand something ordinary people still miss. Original wartime nickels are becoming increasingly rare every single year. This is not fiction. This 1,944 P Jefferson War Nickel with dark antique edges, grey center surfaces, green reverse spotting, and extra-fine preservation reached a market value around $240 hundredth. That is life-changing wealth hiding inside a coin most people would casually spend at a gas station without hesitation. And that is the terrifying truth about Jefferson War Nickels. Hidden treasure still exists. Right now, somewhere in America, one of these coins is sitting forgotten in a drawer, buried inside a coin jar, hiding in an inherited collection, or resting inside somebody's pocket, while collectors quietly compete for the few untouched examples left in existence. So before you spend another old nickel, stop. Check the date. Check the mint mark. Study the surfaces carefully, because one tiny wartime coin could secretly change everything. And here at Wheat Pennies in Circulation, we expose these silent fortune coins, hiding in plain sight every single day, while the rest of the world keeps accidentally spending them away forever.